Hello, hello. We are day 24. This is it. It's done after this. It was just such a huge task. And when I started this, I actually had no intentions of filming every day. And I think I said in the first one, I probably won't film every day, but we'll see how we go. And I have. I've created a digital every day. I've filmed every day, and I have loved every minute of it, although it's kind of a bittersweet ending really, because I am really glad I can have some time off, but I'm also really sad to see it go. So it's, you know, it's just one of those things. Today it's not a huge fancy thing. Probably should have kept a couple of the others back maybe for the 24th. This one's fairly straightforward. We have our stars, we have our base, and we have some sentiments. There are a huge amount of things that you could do with this kit, but I'm going to show you what I have planned. The first thing I've done is I have cut everything and I have mounted all of the stars and my sentiments, and I've also mounted, sorry, that's a bit of veggie sausage roll I've just eaten, sorry. This is mounted ready to fold over to make our card. Now these are in an order, so the red star background then has the medium green edged fox, and then the red edged fox goes on top, and then the green one has the medium red and then the green. They do only fit kind of one way properly, so that's how these are to go. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is just glue this down. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to glue this down, and I'm going to sew all of the way around the edge. So I'll be back after I've done that. Now, I also have a piece of my red seam binding, and I'm just going to lay this down the middle of my card. And what I want to do is I'm going to try and keep these separate so I don't get in a muddle. The green one is the smallest one, so that is going to sit here, and the red one is bigger, and I'm going to sit that there on my tag. Okay, so they are very close together, as you can see, in order to fit on here. So I'm going to take that off. I am going to run a bead of glue down the center of this star and pop it onto my ribbon. Now, I haven't done this yet. I haven't made one. I had, like I said, I've put it together digitally, and it worked, but I haven't made this, so hopefully we're going to be okay. I'm going to do the same with this one. Run a bead of glue down there, and I know I need this star fairly close to my other star. So I'm going to line that up. And now we have these two stars attached to our ribbon. If you want to, you could always reverse it as well, so you could have a double thickness of star. I'm not going to do that because you won't probably be able to see the back. Now I'm going to run a stitch all of the way down here, and I'm still using black thread, so it might not look brilliant. You might not want to do that, but I'm going to run my black thread all the way down here. I quite like the black, actually. I think that goes quite well. Now, my plan. Here, let's have a look, see if it works. I'm going to have a little bit of extra ribbon showing at the top there, and I just want to make sure that they're going to hang. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue along there put that in place and just hope this is straight. And then I'm going to turn it over, put a very small amount of glue on the other side and glue that down. Ooh. And I'm just going to run a couple of little rows of stitches over that. Okay, so we have our dangly hanging stars. They probably won't dangle a huge amount, but they've got a little bit of a dangle on them. That's what I wanted. Right, I don't need all of this at the bottom, so I'm just going to trim off some of that. And what I'm also going to do is just put a tiny little, there we go. So that's going to hang. It's not going to obviously sit like that exactly in the box. Now I want to emboss my two smaller stars. And somebody gave me an absolutely fantastic idea, because my embossing dabber wasn't working, to put it in a tiny little bottle, which I did. Two things happened when I did this. The first was I realised this was completely clogged. The fluid at the top was really solid and the fluid in here was really runny, you know. So I gave it a really good shake. But I did try this on the 24th of December. And it does work, but the fluid spreads out quite a lot, even in this tiny bottle, once you've put the embossing powder on and you use your heat tool. So this is a fantastic idea for tiny little things, but I'm not going to use it around the edge now. I have got this to work. So I've got a piece of paper. I'm going to use the two smaller ones. I'm going to just go round the edge with my dobber. Just heat emboss these and see how it goes. It's just the very tips that are done, but that looks quite pretty. So that's this one, and that's that one. I'm going to bring my card back into place, and this would make a fantastic Christmas card front as well, I think. Now I have some little pieces of cardboard. So this one goes on top of my green star. I'm going to build these up. Hopefully I left the top off my glue, so hopefully it's going to come out. Yes, not too bad. So I'm going to mount that one. Now I still put the fox on this one, even though it's not the final piece, just in case you didn't want to triple mount. You might not want to do what I'm doing. And this one, yep, that's dry. So I'm just going to take my smaller cardboard piece and add that to the last star. And I'm going to do the same to this one. So they are all stuck on, and it does kind of flaps about. This one wasn't inspired by a Christmas card, it was inspired by a Christmas decoration. Okay, so you've got a choice of sentiments here. I want this one. 'Tis Christmas Eve. Now, if you want to add anything to the back, all you've got to do is flip that over. And let's add, I want one more sleep. I'm going to put that at the top. I'm going to actually hang that just over that ribbon. Just put it over the top of that ribbon. We can still see the word winter, so that's quite nice. And let's add the Christmas Eve as well. Put it in that bottom corner. Now, because I've put His Christmas Eve on here, I'm not going to put on a number 24. So there's not going to be a number 24 on here. That, though, is my final December daily for 2021. So I have to do the blah, blah, blah stuff. First of all, I want to thank every single one of you who is still watching after 24 days. So thank you for joining me. I also want to thank everybody who has had a go, worked along with me and shared your creations. It's amazing. I just can't tell you how completely overwhelming this has been. I had no idea so many of you would watch me creating Christmas things, because I've never really done it before. I also want to thank everybody who has been involved in the Facebook group, especially admin, because they have had a huge job during this month. And I also want to say, have a absolutely amazing Christmas if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, please have a really relaxing time while all the shops are shut. And we all look forward to an amazing 2022. It's quite emotional, actually, because although I've been really, really looking forward to ending this, because I am so tired, I am really going to miss it. I am really going to miss it. Yeah, it's, what do you say? What do you say? I hope you like this for today. So let's put it in our box. There it is, the final one. The box is now pretty full, so it was a perfect size box, and I hope yours is okay too. Thanks again. I will see you on New Year's Day, if not before, with the collaboration that I'm working on with Cori. It's an amazing group of artists. I'm so privileged to have been asked, and I hope to see you then. Take care.